Celtic welcome title challengers Aberdeen to Glasgow in a hotly anticipated clash. Daniels and Griffiths with a half chance. Just goes wide of Scott Brown's goal. Griffiths, who didn't play in Milan. Taken quickly. Hayes. Here's Niall McGinn. Well, Gordon was almost caught out there. Quick thinking from Hayes and then McGinn, and tipped over. McGinn's corner. McLean on Considine. A big chance for Andy Considine. He scored at Hamilton a couple of weeks ago, and he met that one from McLean's volley, and all he had to do was guide it on target. Ronnie Dyla keen to push his players forward. Aberdeen have been dominant in these opening exchanges. Hayes easily past Ambrose, dinked in for Rooney, but he just couldn't get the power on the header, and it was easy enough for Craig Gordon. Adam Rooney, 23 goals this season, 2 last week against St Mirren. Kenny McLean, missed by Beaton, and then just cleared to the edge of the box for Ryan Jack, who steadied himself before swinging the left foot at it. A few claims of handball against McLean there. Once it came in, Jack just shifting it onto his left foot. Needed to put it either side of Gordon. Mackay-Steven is the chaser, but Logan under very little pressure, although Scott Brown hasn't got much on his kick. It's Johansson. Griffiths now. And Brown makes amends for his mistake. Holds his hands up to his defenders. Johansson pounced. Griffiths with the shot. Brown saves. Armstrong, the substitute, who came on for Chris Commons. And it is Armstrong's corner. There's Jason Denayer! And the Belgian has the opener. Denayer does it again. Opened the scoring when the teams met here in September. And he is at it again. A fine header from just 4 yards out. Scott Brown unable to dispose of Lee Griffiths in front of him. It's a great piece of work done by the striker. You can't really argue that he was fouling the goalkeeper, just standing his ground. And Denayer is the man with the header. Left by McGinn for McLean. Gordon just pushes it over the top. It was fairly straight. And Aberdeen have had their chances. McLean's corner. Daniels was interested. It's Pollitt. Now Niall McGinn. Whipped in with the right foot. Daniels couldn't steer it on target. Accustomed to important goals. Got one in the League Cup semi-final against Dundee United. Logan to McLean. Aberdeen enjoying another good spell. Pollitt and Considine. Possibly Aberdeen's best chance. Again, Andrew Considine on the end of it. Pollitt, that's a fantastic ball in. Mackay-Steven. It was always going to be a mismatch challenging Andy Considine, but he couldn't keep the header down, crucially. Where will the route to goal come? Cries of handball, but Ryan Jack couldn't get the volley on target. Brown's clearance near Beaton, it looked to actually come off the chest before Jack wildly looked to set his sights. Matthews on the loose pass from McGinn. Mackay-Steven, a rare chance to have a run. Johansson goes down, it's a penalty kick. John Beaton awards the penalty against Mark Reynolds. He just dangled a leg out there. And Stefan Johansson took the contact, down he went. And Griffiths has the opportunity for number 2. Calmly done by Lee Griffiths. His 9th of the season, 5 in his last 6 domestically. And that could be the goal that secures the points for Celtic. Brown went to his left, Griffiths went the other way. 2-0. Daniels, Denier, tidies up, and here goes Armstrong. Celtic powering forward here through Johansson. Reynolds has to be careful. Johansson gets it onto his right foot, but couldn't beat Brown at his front post. Celtic looking dangerous on the counter-attack. Well, they are perfectly positioned in this game, and as things stand, they would move 6 points clear of Aberdeen with the game in hand. Matthews now. Mackay-Steven driving at the defence, and Mackay-Steven nets number 3. His first goal for the club at Celtic Park. And that will finish Aberdeen off. And many will feel that that might be the goal that ends Aberdeen's title challenge. Mackay-Steven, so direct. Maybe not the cleanest strike, but that doesn't matter. It bobbled its way, beat Scott Brown, in off the post. Celtic lead 3-0. Aberdeen hadn't lost in the league since the last time they played Celtic, back at the beginning of November. But it has been clinical from the champions, and it's Johansson for number 4. Aberdeen are being demolished by Celtic. Matthews with a simple cutback, and there's Johansson, who takes his tally to the season into double figures. He's scored in each of the last 5 domestically for Celtic and is enjoying a quite brilliant season. And that puts the gloss on a very impressive victory for Celtic. Mackay-Steven, as they look for more. Rooney can't bring him down. It's Gudetti now. Faced by Daniels. No shot. Stokes now. Still Van Dijk is forward. So too Mackay-Steven. With the ball in. Didn't find a Celtic player. The strength of Mackay-Steven there, really impressive. And for once this afternoon, Celtic just lacked the killer instinct.